We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. What you guys are doing? A great fun video, and we're going to start off with a little bit of Vampire, how we kill DD action right here, and Vampire helping out our team. This is called teamwork right here, where you actually have focus firing, and boom, there goes one splash one, and that is the firepower of the Vampire. Now here's another tactic and technique procedure that you guys really need to capitalize on the Vampire. We notice that there's a smoke and there's a DD in the middle, so we're going to go ahead and open fire, and notice his range. He's closing the distance. We got to get him within 5 of our hydro, because Vampire has a very powerful 5-kilometer hydro and a crawling smoke. So we pop smoke right there, nose in, forward facing gun shooting, AP broadside. AP in a Vampire is very deadly. That British AP is monstrous. And we're going to go ahead and sneak up on this Haraguma here. He's pretty much got nothing. We could take a slap from somebody on the left there, but it doesn't matter. We're in the smoke. We're going to use our Hydro to keep him spotted, and we're just continuously firing to get him out of the game. And there how it goes. And here come torpedoes. Again, nosing in towards torpedoes is very advantageous. Allows you to finish passing through the threat, and then we exit the area and cap Bravo at the same time. And you notice our team, if you look at the chat window right here, let's see if he. This is what I like the community about kudoing everybody and making sure everybody knows that they did a good job. And even our CV player says, "Hey, did everyone see how the Vampire did that? Take notes." And that's exactly. I mean, that's exactly what I've done. I just watched YouTube. I even reply, "Hey, I watched YouTube. I learned from the greats." And utilize these tactics to your advantage. Keeps you alive longer and helps out your team. So. Last DD here. Again, we were just capping Bravo and just holding the center of the map there. And look, we just take on the Shimakaze at distance. He's using AP, and boom, he goes down. Splash 2 for us, but that's 3 DDs down right there. But anyways, let's talk about the Vampire game. So a simple Vampire game. Here's the main event right here, how we're going to talk about how the Vampire is utilized and how we use it to really, I would say, offset the game play and style of the Vampire and what it can do, what you can use it to its advantages. It looks like very beautiful right there, by the way. It's pretty much a daring. If you don't know what a daring is, it's a British tier 10 destroyer, which is one of my favorites. The only thing is, of course, the Vampire, as well, along with the Druid, have basically special little gimmicks that give it a special kind of gameplay style, requiring a lot of expertise and a lot of skill level to really maximize and the advantages of it, and also minimize the weaknesses of it. So right now, the Vampire, and I think I'd really need to teach everybody this, is be patient. I've been playing Call of Duty lately. It's a really fun game. If you haven't got it, get it. Modern Warfare 2. But a lot of the guys on there are talking about be patient. Stop running around with your head cut off and just attacking and just going blind and sprinting and everything. Same goes for World of Warships. You don't just rush into D like this Holland's doing. And you're susceptible not only to focus fire, enemy fire, but also the advantages of the opposing force, which is the the Vampire that I'm flying here. I've got a Hydro up, and I can spot him while I'm staying in smoke, and there's nothing he can do about it other than shoot in the blind, which, see, like I said, a majority of his shots will be missing because he doesn't know where I'm at, and he doesn't have radar to support him. And there he goes, splash 1, he goes down, RIP back to a 40 for him, and we're going to go ahead and exit the area. There's no point of us staying in the area because we don't know where exactly all of their radars are at. We don't know what other Hydro is in the area. We're not really sure. And again, this isn't a domination map. This is or capture whatever points. This is the what's it called? The arms race, where you're just killing each other and using special gimmicks to. That's all it is. I mean, there's no reason to throw away your ship. And again, the Vampire excels at doing this. Is cap control, area denial, as well as a fast-firing, rapid-fire gun platform. We got 1.8 second reload on the guns, and there's 3 of them, 3 turrets of 2, so which is really, really awesome. And we're just going to go ahead and burn down this Patrie, whatever you want to call it, the new Tier 10 super ship. And there goes our engine, but it's okay. We're in smoke. And look, and there, he's constantly firing in the blind. He's getting connecting shots, but it's okay. We have a heal perk that allows us to heal over time, so we're not afraid of losing damage. One downside of the Vampires, you notice there, we don't have any heals. So what you get is what you got, and you got to really conserve it, especially when you're one-on-one, and you're trying to gunboat DD that role. But right now, what we're doing in arms race, we have a heal, so we can afford to lose a little bit HP, because over time, you look at my HP pool, it's going up. So as long as we stay hidden and we maintain defensive fire and not get shot at, our health pool will eventually grow back to its original, all while we're just happily free farming Patrie and just burning him down. You know, one of the assets of the Vampire, I do believe, is the fast firing reloading guns, which is why I like it a lot. I'm a DD main gunboat person. I really enjoy that kind of gameplay because it is a very dominating factor on the map, all while we still have torpedoes that we can use. More for if someone's going to rush our smoke or rush us. These are 1x5, one torpedo launcher with 5 tubes in it that shoots single line if you want, or single shot, which means you can do a conga line of torpedoes, or if you can do a normal spread like always. Vampire really excels at that as well, and they're 12-kilometer range, which is really, really awesome because that's approximately around what our gun range is as well. One of the best concealments in the game. I believe I got this down to 5.8, I believe. You can't see it right there. It's on my mini map, but 5.8 concealment is really, really great. You pretty much outspot most DDs and everything else, except for the dreaded submarines in the game, which have ridiculous concealment. But anyways, what you're seeing I'm doing right now in the Vampire is exactly what it should be doing, is not stop contesting caps right off the bat, but more presenting a threat in the area and maintain within range of guns and torpedoes. Again, this is more of that passive, patient gameplay style. This doesn't mean you're sitting in the back and sniping or camping. This means that you're in the area and maintaining a threat and progressive force, which allows you to make a decision as to either run away or attack full on. So right now we've got a Patrie in the area. We're not going to push the Patrie because he's probably got heals, he's probably got tons of guns, good secondaries, and so forth. So we're going to really just sit here and analyze the battlefield and maintain the standoff. Okay, now we know where the other destroyer in the middle is, the Haragumo, so we're going to go for that while we're driving over there. Let's talk about, some of the things I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about, hey, I'm going to push the Haragumo. I'm going to go in and spot in the middle, and as well as in arms race, you can see at the top of the screen, key area appears in 1 minute 48, which means I'm going to move there. My plan is to hold the middle there, as while everybody else is either flanking, shooting, or dying, so one or the other. While we're talking about that and kind of cruising along, this is kind of like I call the time for cruise chat. I really just want to talk about the nature of the game with the new update that just came out, 11.10, I believe, which introduces the new Japanese cruiser line. My quick thoughts on that, I'm not going to get any cruiser. I'm a DD main, but just by looking at some of the videos that I would believe Flamu and Sea Lord Mountbatten, and a couple of guys I watch, Flambass, a lot of guys I watch talk about the IGN cruiser line. It doesn't look very appealing to me. Yes, they have more guns, but they're small caliber guns, very weak hull. I mean, you get shot by one battleship, you're blapped off the map. In my opinion, it doesn't seem like very fun gameplay to me. Sitting in a cruiser and kind of that you're susceptible to getting shot at and then getting blown up immediately. To me, that doesn't seem very, very fun. And again, the reload is pretty wonky at best. It's not that they're great. There's a lot of guns, but again, they don't do as much damage. And you got to get quite a lot of sustaining fire, and you have to hide behind islands to be purely effective. Now, what does that sum up for me? Boring gameplay. I like gameplay like this, where I'm commanding the battlefield. I'm either spotting for people. That's why I like destroyers. You're spotting for people. You're anti-submarining if you can. You're capping things. You're providing torpedo threats. You're providing gunboat threats. You're attacking destroyers. You're spotting CVs. You're spotting airplanes. If your AA is good enough, you can even shoot down the airplanes. You're doing the whole gamut, and you're also the leader of the team. I believe that's the best case. Sitting back and spamming is not really showing that you're the leader of the team. You're more of kind of like a supporting role, right? I like that leading role. And not saying it's bad to be, sitting behind islands and shooting. It can win games, but again, I like to be up front in the action, and that's the whole point of this entertainment. This is entertaining and it's supposed to have fun. You're not supposed to be sitting there just trying to just click them out, hold the left mouse button down, and hope, spray and pray kind of thing. So right now we're in the Bravo. See, notice that circular area appeared in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and cap that, and I'm going to go ahead and maintain a presence, a consistent threat. I'm going to support my other destroyers, the Shimakaze, as well as the... I can't see who's in the middle. The Ragnar, yeah. Ragnar is in a tough position because his concealment's so bad that he's going to get outspotted by everything, and he's got to also absorb fire, and his guns, he's only got 2 guns. And they nerfed the crap out of Ragnar. So we're going to go ahead and help him out. We're going to shoot the Haragumo here. She's using full AP here. AP on a broadside destroyer in the destroyer line of the British is really, really powerful. British AP is devastating. And again, we're going to head and push the threat and go into Haragumo. He pops smoke. Again, I pop the Hydro. He can't escape from it. He's wondering, why am I being spotted the whole time? He forgot the power of his ship, power of his enemy opponent. Never push a Haragumo or a Daring or a Z-52 with Hydro. It's very, very scary with those long-range Hydros, if you will. I'm sorry, the Daring doesn't have long-range Hydro. The Vampire and the Z-52 are one of the biggest threats right now with Hydro. Go ahead and push the threat again and run away from, I believe somebody's radaring the Ragnar. That's why he's getting shot at. There is a Annapolis in the area, I believe. There's somewhere in there, so that's why we got to continuously maintain eyes on him and watch out. All while we're continuously capping, we're continuously spotting, we're providing a torpedo threat right here. We're waiting for the Patry to show himself, all while we're going ahead, and it looks like our eastern flank is getting walloped by a lot of battleships, and they're all low health. So let's go ahead and push over there, all while we're still holding the center of the map. We've got great reload, right, by the way. These perks that you keep adding, you see, and it's getting our reload down to about 1.8, which is really, really insane for a 3 2-turret gunboat. And there goes the Patry right there. We're going to go fire spread right at him right there. We'll see what he does. He either speeds up or turns away, so hopefully those hit. All while we're going to go ahead and keep him spotted, and we're going to turn to the east. Ooh, another perk for reloads available right there on our eastern side of the ship. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can... Ooh, broadside Patry. Very, very tempting. Switch to AP. And the AP, again, what did I say about British AP? Very, very devastating. Now, the Vampire is not a British kind of ship. I believe it's the Commonwealth, if you will. Again, similar Commonwealth, British, same difference, whatever. But again, their AP is monstrous. So we're going to look at shooting full broadside of a ship. And look at that. We're taking some nice, juicy pens right there. If we get on the superstructure, you're getting some nice, good hits right there. Ooh, we take a hit. Man, these things... These battleships these days are getting some superior accurate shots than these destroyers. I don't know. They're either been practicing or doing look at that 1,900 damage, 1,200 damage. Like I said, Commonwealth and British AP, very, very devastating. All while maintaining the safety of our smoke as long as there's no radar in the area. And let's see if we can knock out this Patry right there. I think he's healing right now because his health is not going down as fast as we would want it to. Okay, now he goes off the screen. Just keep firing. You keep holding the left mouse button. And there it goes. Splash 2. RIP back to 44. The Patry super ship number 2 down. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can, again, see if we can help the eastern side here. We have the Yamato, which we can continuously fire HE rounds into. See if we can do that. Let's see if we can set them on fire. Again, great range on the gunboats, great range on the torpedoes. Vampire excels in that regard, except you just got to make sure you got to maintain and manage your health pool because you don't have any heals. One of the downsides there. Maneuverability is great. It's just kind of like a Daring, if you will. Again, everything's all about the Daring. Read about that if you want to learn about what the Vampire does. But the bread and butter of the Vampire is the guns, the crawling smoke, the Hydro, and the torpedoes. Really, really awesome. And there we go. Splash 3. RIP back to 40. And we're going to take on the other Yamato. Launch a single conga line of torps right at him. Hopefully he drives right at him. And watch the reload firepower on this. Now that we've got 2 reload heals, look at this. 1.4 second reload on a Vampire. I mean, it is insane. Ooh, Sherman shows up, and let's see if we can hit him from long range. 11 km out. Let's see if we can just aim right in front of him. Watch the rain of shells coming down on him. He's too preoccupied shooting somebody else, but don't worry. As long as we keep on the rain, keep the rain on pouring, and eventually we're going to go ahead and soak him. Did we get a nice lucky shot right there? He takes a hit, and Boom! Splash 3, RIP back to 40. I'm sorry, that's Splash 4, ladies and gentlemen. Splash 4, RIP back to 40. And let's see if we can take out that final Yamato for the final death blow right here. Look at this, 1.4 second reload. Devastating firepower, something in smoke shooting. Again, that's why the Yamato elected to shoot at us. Isn't that crazy that we are such a poor distraction for other people that they have to shoot at smoke? I mean, that means you're doing your job. I mean, somebody else gets killed. It could have been our Kraken right there. But we did help out a lot right there. But this is crazy that the fact that, you know, we're becoming such a powerful threat in the area that they're shooting, the ships are willing to get their only salvo to shoot into blind smoke. I mean, that's how powerful this vampire is. And what it can do, it provides a distraction, a threat, a decoy, whatever you can call it. It is a very, very powerful presence on the battlefield. Even, like I said, to the point where you're in smoke and the battleship is willing to fire blindly into it rather than shoot anybody else that's a major threat. But we are the major threat, and that's what you want to be. Again, Shimakaze tries to go in and takes the cap. Unfortunately, he's pushed out again by the Vampire. Vampire is a very, very powerful cap decontester. I really, really recommend that ship. If that's the style of gameplay you like, right what I'm doing right here, I'm just raining shells on the Shimakaze, get him out of the area, and then we're just going to hold the area and win the game. And that's how you secure kills right there. Anyways, their last Satsuma goes down. Last player on the map. We're not going to get this time. I'll eventually run out because we're about to win it. But again, what do I like about the Vampire 2? It is awesome. It is a tough ship to get, by the way, though. I think it is for either Research Bureau. I forgot. I think it's Research Bureau. It's one of the hardest things to get there, but I do recommend it because it's really, really awesome. Research Bureau ship, as Ohio is the first, and then if you like destroyers, Vampire and Druid. Those are the two best destroyers, I believe, in the game for my playstyle. Pros, again, like I like about it, it's got fast firing guns. That's a key component of the game. Can't shoot, can't kill. The next one is crawling smoke. Torpedoes are okay. 5 launcher. I'm sorry, a 5 tube launcher for 12 km range. Got the greatest hydro I think for a destroyer now, 5 km. Crawling smoke in conjunction with that allows you to have a powerful. Downsides are the lack of heals is the biggest one if you're going to be a gunboat DD. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the video. Like, subscribe, bell button below. We're on our way to 800 subscribers. Couldn't thank you guys enough for all the support. First in team right there. Watch the stats. The build is at the end of the video. And again, thanks for all the support. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you out there on the high seas. Stay safe. Cheers.